Hey twins, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change because I don't have appropriate clothes on. I have my night clothes on. So give me 1 second, guys. What's the occasion for? It looks cool. Oh, thank you, twins. No, that was our decoration from when we had 100 subscribers. So I'm like well over 100 subscribers. I'm almost at like 150. So I decorate every time we hit 100 subscribers, and I do a giveaway. I think you guys missed that live when we did the giveaway. Yep. So just give me about 5 minutes. I'm gonna change it to something a little bit appropriate for me to be on camera with. Hey guys, I am back. I'm back. Let's see who we got here. Hey J Royal Candles. Hey Jonah Lisa. Or is that boy? Or is that the whole gang? Hey you guys. Hey E, how you doing? You guys bear with me. My setup is kind of late. My son gave me his cold, so I stayed in bed trying to doctor on myself and him. Just because I don't want to wake the kiddos up. I'm ready. So for those of you who weren't here, I'm going to come up and show you how our candles from the other day came out. So this is our 420 platter. This is how it came out. This is our reed brownies. In person, I know I did post photos of everything. Those are weed buds. And then easier for me to just pick it up. This is our 420 with Bob Marley. This is how it came out. I'm actually going to redo it and make the back piece yellow. Switch out the red and the yellow. But that's how that came out. I'm actually going to put a wick in that tonight as well. When we first started off, this is how it looked. So we just gave it some color and some lights. But now that I don't need this, I'm just going to throw it back in the melting pot and reuse the wax. I did our grinders as well. So tonight I will be adding a wick and some color to our grinder now that I know it works. This is the top part of our grinder, or the bottom part of the large grinder. So there's a large and a small. I'm going to add some weed particles in there to make it look more used on the used side. Some weed shavings. So this is our grinder and how it came out. So we switched from the softer wax over to the harder wax. Our pill bottles, for some reason, and our Percocets, all of those things, for some reason, they're very tiny, and they are fairly breaking. So off camera, what I did go in and fill some of the stuff. We do have our bung, which I'm going to fill that up, let it mold as well tonight. And then we have our saying, this is how it came out. Anti-social stoner club. Guys, I do sound stuff, so bear with me. So that's how those came out. And again, I did post pictures of those for those who did not get a chance to see. But in person is always better. This is how Rome Dog's burger came out. We did order some fragrance today. It should be here within the next 2 days for me to recreate it and add some fragrance to it. So his burger will smell like an actual burger. And then we're going to go ahead and get that out the Rome Dog. Then we have our Oreos, which for some reason on TikTok and Facebook, this seems to be a good, people are gravitating towards these Oreos really well. So what I was gonna do is I was thinking about going live and making a glass of milk to go with this. So you can either buy the Oreo set by itself, or you can do a set with a glass of milk. And I will be selling these probably with a platter as well, or a dish. So just that way, you guys wouldn't have to find something in order for you to melt them if you are gonna like them, or if they are for display, you have something to display it with. And this is our breakfast platter. I'm thinking about adding bacon to it. Some people are not a sausage person, they're bacon. So I did buy a bacon mold, but this is our breakfast platter. And I'm gonna add a coffee to it. So I will be redoing this off live and actually making it scented for those who order this, which will also be on our website. Someone did say that they wanted a pineapple margarita. Unfortunately, this is my last one for right now. So if you do want this, if you are in the chat, you will have to go to the website. If someone doesn't mind typing in the website below, I can pin it. They are all amazing. Thank you. They can pin it. But this will be the last one on the website. I will go in and redo the rim for you, just so that you have some salt on the rim like the rest of them. And when it comes to like backstocking or re-upping on them, I am going to make more of these. Also with a strawberry one. And then I'm also dropping my Wapatula candle as well. So I'm actually waiting on the fragrance for it because I ran out of fragrance. So that also will be here this week. So I will be finishing and making more of these. But for the person that wanted it, you're going to have to put your order in soon, because first come, first serve. Somebody put the order in before you, then this bad boy will be gone. And unfortunately, you will have to wait until I make more. So I really want you to put your order in as soon as possible so that you can get the candle, being that you did ask for it. But if someone was to buy it before you, unfortunately, it would be out of my hand. I would have to sell it, and you would have to wait. So that's our pineapple margarita. I think it was Kevin, and I believe it was Kevin who asked me, is there another way to order outside of my website? Because he's not fairly handy with the internet. So if you're a person that's not too good with the internet and know your way around, there is another way that you can order if you don't go through my website. And that other option that I've opened up to, I've been very skeptical about doing it that way, but I do accept occasionally Cash App as well. The only thing with Cash App is you will have to feel comfortable enough to give me the information that I need so that I can ship out the product to you. But he wanted to buy our caramel popcorn candle, a large one. They do come in 3 sizes: medium, small, and large. He wants a large one. For both of these candles, the butter and caramel, unfortunately right now, they've been selling. So I've only have 3 caramel larges left and 2 of these butter ones left. If you want them, I would say, just like the pineapple margarita, because they're going so fast, please, I encourage you to go to the website, put your order in. If you are out of the country, you will have to go halfway with me on shipping. If you're in the U.S., anywhere in the U.S., it's free shipping. I'll handle it. All you have to do is buy the product, and I'll get it to you. But yes, those popcorn candles, just like the margarita, First come, first serve. Once they're gone, unfortunately, you will have to wait until I remake them. So yeah, those are another first come, first serve right now because I am fairly selling out of them. So I do not hold on to candles. I know if you're in the chat, Grandma, I love you. I love you, Gma, but I do not hold on to candles for no one, not even family. I don't feel like that's fair to everyone. So if you do want a candle, I encourage you to either go Cash App route or the website. I will not hold on a candle from you and then take away from someone else who may wanted the opportunity to buy a candle. Even if you are family, I'm just going to break that down. Even if you are family, I am not hindering my money to hold on to something for you. So there you go. Do have those. Another candle right now. Another candle that right now that is limited is these ones. These pretty bad boys. My grand opening candle. These smell like pear. Its name's called the Grand Pear. I just ordered it. I think I just got the confirmation. Yes, I did. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Thank you for the order. So now that is 5 orders I have tonight that I gotta pack up. Chris, if you're still in the chat, I did not forget about you. I actually have your shipping label printed out as well. Nikki, I just printed out your order, your shipping label. So you guys both should have your tracking number already, but you won't be able to track your package until I get it to UPS. Which you probably will have to give me a day or two because more orders are coming in. I did get like 3 more after that, and then I just got one now. And I'd rather take one trip to UPS. So you might just see it take a little day or two before you actually can track it. This is also the Grand Pear. So I have these in the color gold and silver. They kind of slightly look different butterfly, different flower, different vase, different saying. And unfortunately, these were my original biggest seller. But right now, I'm down to my last 2, one in each color. So these are also something, if you do want them, first come, first serve. I know how mom life is. Yeah, it's definitely not definitely not easy. As you can see, I was up there doctoring on my son, even on live the other day, and now I'm sick. It was almost hard to get out of bed today, but I pushed. I'm a little stuffy, so please work with me. So yeah, these are those. I'm trying to make sure. So another thing that's fun, I know a lot of people are asking me right now, especially with you, TikTok. Oh, I'm not forgetting about you guys over there. A lot of guys are asking me about the cupcake candles. Sorry guys, YouTube, I'm streaming on 2 different platforms right now. So a lot of people are asking me about the cupcake candles. These ones right now are just for display and show. So I took them off of the website. They will fairly be back on the website soon. But I wanted to recreate them so they can look just like how they were when I put them on the website. Because when I became homeless, I had to put them in the storage unit, which I was in that situation for about a year. So when I went to get everything, they kind of melted my frosting and everything. So I just felt like they smell really great still, but I just feel like it's not appropriate enough to sell to someone, because at that point I feel like they look different from how they first did. So I don't know. I felt like it would have been false advertising, falling into false advertising. So I'm gonna recreate these on live, and then I will be putting them back on the website. So for now, these will be like a burning test, show guys how my candles burn. You know, one of those screens when I'm fairly busy and can't be at the screen right away. So I figured to keep these around for that. But they do smell good still, and they still burn very well. It's just, I think it's just me. I feel like if you're spending your hard-earned money, I want it to be completely worth it. Extremely creative. Dropping a light, Junior. Be blessed. Off to work. Okay, thank you. No mercy. That's what I'm gonna call you. I don't know how to break down your name. And then I think Alicia asked me for the cookie. This is how our cookie came out. So tonight you will see me actually wick this. So I'm actually gonna wick that. I'm gonna wick whatever I didn't wick for tonight. Then I'm gonna do a banana pudding and a banana pudding cupcake as well. So these are wafers. I love how the color came out the other day. It came out really golden. Kind of looked like a real wafer. So I really love it, especially being that I had to go back to grade school in art and remember my color wheel and play with 3 different colors and mix them in order to achieve this color, but it came out pretty well. I love the pink one. Is that Jonah Lisa? Are you talking about the chocolate sugar cookie or chocolate cookie with the frosting? Yeah, this was one of the newer molds that I got last week while we were on live. I love it. It doesn't have a fragrance right now. I was actually just playing with the mold because it was new to see how it was. But I actually like it, so I think it's one that's going to stick around. I'm going to add sprinkles to it tonight. I'm going to show you guys how I did that with the cupcake. And I'll let chat pick the sprinkles that I have, which one to put on there. That the one I said I wanted to eat. Yeah, it is. I think it is, yeah. Yep, definitely. And then my bananas, again, they're really yellow. The seed part didn't come out. It kind of bled. Poured it too hot. So I'm going to reattempt those. I'm going to melt them down. I'm going to mold that yellow just in case I want to use it ever again for something. And I'm going to reattempt the color. The other one, cupcake candle. Yeah, those ones that I had showed, those were cupcake candles. They're over here on our candle rack. And this is our chocolate brownie little Debbie cake line, because I am about to fairly start my dessert line. So like my ice creams and all that, as we starting to change in the seasons and stuff. My candles are about to start changing up. A lot of realistic candles is about to start dropping. And I have a lot of kid parties that are coming up that I have custom orders for ahead of time. Because I think because people know that I don't take orders unless it's about 2 weeks in advance. So they've been giving me orders like months in advance. That's why I said I stopped taking verbal orders, because so much is being thrown at me now that I don't want to forget an order that someone told me because they told me verbally. it's best that you do it through my website, so that way I can do it in order and know. But yeah, for the people that don't know, real quick before I get started, this is our shelf. This is actually my live stock as well. So everything on here is on the website. And this is also how I keep up with what I'm getting low with, what I'm not. So yeah. Those cupcakes right there, that whole row, all of that, it will be going back up on the website. I took it down right now, but it will be going back up. So our, what is this? Red velvet, our strawberry, our vanilla, and our chocolate over there. So we still do got some of our Valentine days is hanging in there. I think it's about 5 of the, oh, nope, actually I'm wrong. It's about 3 of the hearts and about 2 of the other ones. Izzle's candle from YouTube as well on his channel. His solar flare candle has been selling crazy. Like, I had made originally 30 in a jar of his candle, which is a marble candle. I only have 2 left now. So his thing has been selling crazy. Which it's a smell of coconut, and I mix coconut and lime together. So it's a blend of coconut and lime. I'm not big on a coconut, but people seem to love it, especially with that hit of lime, because I only have 2 left. I'm excited to see how Rome Dog, I keep saying Rome Burger now, how Rome Dog's Rome Burger is gonna go. So I'm kind of glad with collabing with him on that. I have not got around to adding him and the burger to the website yet. Fairly again, because I've been catering to my son since I got off of work. But it will definitely be on there, I know for a fact, tomorrow. Hey Devin, how you doing? Lisa should buy a candle. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up to Lisa if she wants to do that. But that would be great too, Lisa. Guys, ahead of time, me and Devin and the other channel, we like to talk junk. So please, my mods, please do not Devin is family. Please do not do not block Devin out. We talk junk to each other. Don't time him out or anything. He's good. He's safe. Yeah, I had to let him know ahead of time, Devin, because you like my biggest hater, my biggest troll. So again, I still got the ombre lips. We still got merchandise coming as well. Guys, I even got my new boxes. So this is the new box. I meant to show you guys this too. This is the new box I got. A little bit more girlier. I'm gonna try to find something more boyish as well for the guys, but yeah. This is the other box we got. And then the original packaging I have right now is this, which I love this one. It's a little bit more, it's not as flimsy. Opens up. I have started thinking about doing gift boxes. So once I start getting like my graphic tees, once that shipment come, I'm thinking about doing like a candle. Like if you buy a gift box, it would be like a candle, a t-shirt, a sweat outfit, maybe a hat or something. So I'm thinking about doing that. Oh wow, I forgot all about, look. Forgot about these guys too. These guys are also on the website. I was wondering where this candle was. My son done put it in the box. Gotta love these kids, man. Gotta love them. I've been looking everywhere for this. I'm like, I know I did not sell it. So yeah, I found it. I also have these lovely couples. I think it's called Let Me Hold You or Give Me a Hug, something like that. I don't remember just yet. That's on the website as well. That couple candle. Yeah, that is a couple candle. It's cute, right? I was thinking about adding some color to her hair. So that is white. I was thinking like normally when I get like body molds or people molds or couple molds and stuff, I like to do multi-color. So I would do tan, I would do white, I would do brown, and then now my son, because he loves this model with like the two-tone skin, I do like a Vivaligo. I think he said Vivaligo. So I do a Vivaligo one too. I don't know why, but he finds her so beautiful. I mean, well, she is beautiful, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So this is the other box, and it tells you like where I'm also on TikTok, everything, SD, Facebook, Instagram. So yeah, sometimes it has little sayings on them when you open them up. Sometimes it might be custom, so it might have like a secret message to that person that's personally buying, like dear customer, or say for instance if Jonah Lisa brought one, it'll say dear Jonah Lisa. So yeah. Also, I encourage you, if you have not ordered with me, to do that, because once I reach my 500, I think it was, I know the coupon itself said 50, but I had changed it over the time after making them. So that thank you card with the coupon and stuff in it, only my first 500 people are going to get it. So once I reach my 500 order, if you start ordering from me and you don't have one in the box, which I'm very, very close to that, that is why I will make another one in the future thank you card for just my everyday customers. But that particular one, once it's gone, it's gone. So that is something that everyone normally gets when they do order, but it's only for the first 500 people that ever ordered from me. So again, you don't want to miss out on that, because that's not something that I'm going to continue to do. We have multiple face masks as well. It's the white one. So this is our face masks. That's also on the website. This is how it looks. How long have you been selling candles? I've been making candles since 2020 and now through COVID. It started off just DIYing from Dollar Tree with my family at the time. And then one day we were just playing around. Like, I wonder what if I post this on SD. So we made an SD account. I posted on SD, and immediately it took off. Me only having one product, not expecting that to happen, and just playing around, I shied away from it, got scared. Continued with my nursing career. It wasn't until I fell in hardship. So 2023, where I went and legally got legalized, got my DBA, certified my name, business name, and everything, and made my website and got my tax ID. It wasn't until 2023 when I became legally official. But I've been selling candles and I've been making them since 2020. But my business has only been running since 2023. And thank God, press forward, even with all the ups and downs, it's 2025 and we're here. Yeah, thank you. It wasn't until I had fell in that hardship that I previously talked about with my children after having my son and losing everything, my home, my car, everything, even my relationship, where things got hard, and it got to the point where I was living at a hotel, living out a car. They came and got my car, so I had absolutely nowhere to go. So I ended up moving out of town where I'm currently at now. And then I ended up in a shelter for like a year after sleeping outside with my kids multiple times. And then I turned around just recently, October, I got on my feet, moved into this apartment, got back working, got my kids into daycare. So yeah, I'm really just now getting on my feet and reopening my business, because when I opened in 2023, I was doing good, but when I ended up falling back in back into homelessness and I had to go into the shelter with my kids, I stayed there for about a year. Yeah, when I fell back homeless, I had to shut my business down the whole time I was in the shelter. So now that I got out in October, I redid everything and created my social media platforms, and we're here. And I met a bunch of great people while I'm at it. I'm proud of you, Julissa. You're a hardworking mom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love your transparency. Thank you, thank you, thank you, E. I appreciate that. Is it cool to shout you out and share your link in a short after I receive my candle? Most definitely, most definitely. Most definitely. I actually like when people do that once they receive my product, because I know in the beginning it was hard for me with my business, because a lot of people did not support me. A lot of people did not have faith in me. And a lot of people did not feel like I was legit. So I battled with that for a long time. Even the haters, they tried to discourage others from me. And pretty much I ain't let that get to me. I'm thirsty, you feel me? I'm hungry. I got kids to feed, so I ain't let that stop my grind. And thank God, because Press Forward, I kept the faith and I ran into all you beautiful people who do support me on a daily basis. So I met a lot of great people. That's always going to happen. Yeah, it definitely is. And I just keep pushing, And now it's not for nothing. Those people that did not believe in me, believe it or not, those are the number one people knocking at my door for candles. So I'm not too much worried about it. And the ones that still hating, they're bringing people to me to see where I'm about. And next thing you know, I got about 3 or 4, 5, 10 sales. So I'm not really too worried about it. Let them talk. Let them talk. But yes, I do appreciate you guys. But yeah, like I was saying before, I do got kid candles coming up. So I have a Batman one, a Lilo and Stitch. What else did she have? Scooby-Doo, Hello Kitty, and a Mickey and Minnie Mouse candle that I have to do. This one, I do not know when this girl is gonna come get this candle. I want to ship it to her, but I don't think she's comfortable giving me her information, because it's like picking teeth to get it. If you are watching, young lady, please come pick up your candle, or at least give me the information to ship it. If not, I'm gonna actually give you about, because it's been a month now, so I'm actually gonna give you about I'm actually being nice. I'm being nicer than I want to be at this point. So I'm going to give you literally 2 weeks. If not, I'm putting it back on the website and it's getting sold. Yeah, so this is our Princess and the Frog candle. It glows in the dark. It's supposed to be a party decor for this little girl's birthday. I did fairly give my son, and I'll post pictures in the community, because I love decorating, as you can see. I love DIY. I did give my son 1 year for his birthday in the dark party. So it was like a space party. Hey Sue, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. It was a space party, guys, with like the projector and everything. And I'll post pictures how I did, like the party bags, everything. His party decor, I had like the space. We made like the outer space planets and everything. It was really, really nice. I did like his whole balloon garden, which took me a whole night. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. doing it. My youngest son's father, he was really, really sleepy and tired, so he did not help. He started off helping, but like men, he shied away from it. And I stayed up, dedicated to get it done. I only had a couple hours to get it done. And I got it done in time for us to get up and start cooking the next day before the baby's party started. So yeah, I'll post pictures later on that as well because I still have pictures of it. But yeah, I really do stuff like that all the time. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're just showing our stand for the people that are coming in. I know people are coming in and out right now. Just waiting for a few more people to get here because some people, they miss my lives. So I try to space out my timing, give everybody time to come in or realize I'm on before I get started. So we're just talking about the candles. Someone just asked me, how did the business start? How long have I been doing it? So I basically just filled them in on that. But yeah. And guys, also feel free, like, if you want to see me make something, if you have an idea, you know it's something I don't have, but you want to see me make it on live, we can do that too. I'm free and open up to the ideas. I know the other day someone told me they wanted me to make a wine bottle, which is crazy because I'm already way ahead of them on that. But I don't mind digging for that mode and bringing it out. For our popcorn candle as well. Another reason why I wanted to encourage everybody to order those, because the next time I create them, they're probably going to go up in price a little bit just because I'm going to add more to it. So it's not just going to be just a popcorn candle. You're going to get a soda, a bag of chips, a box to go with it, a movie night out box. So it's going to come with a soda, the candle itself, the popcorn. It's going to come with a bag of chips, and it's going to be all one big candle. It's not going to be a singular candle anymore. You're going to still have the option between a big popcorn and a little popcorn, but it's going to come with a little bit more. So the candle's going to be a little bit more than what it is now. It's almost 2 a.m. here. Oh, for real? I think I'm not too far behind you. Yep, it's almost 2 a.m. here too. Can't wait to see. I'm going to get the popcorn one too. Be right back. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh my, guys. Thank you. I got another order. Ooh. Ooh, TikTok. Thank you. I appreciate it. Woo. Man, you guys are quick over there. I know you. I'll be right over there 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm just focusing on you guys over here. They know I like you guys better over here. So, wow, I just got 4 orders from TikTok. That's crazy. Holy shit. Excuse my French, guys. I'm sorry. 1 second. Ooh, okay, guys. You guys are flooding me. I think that's actually a good thing. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm actually getting a little confident, a little happy over here. Might have to start talking a little different. Someone's laughing at me over there. What did it say? Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask them. I'm open to any questions. Inventory looks nice. Hey, Jay. Hey, Mike. Thank you. I got to catch you live. I haven't caught you live yet. Yeah, so just because I don't never pull these down, just to give you a little rundown. So, like, this right here, Blue Lagoon. I also got little stickers on them to let you know what fragrance you did buy. So, like, that's my little sticker logo. Every candle has my logo on it, some type of way, as you can say. See, it says, been making candles since homemade, made since 2020. So it tells you how long I've been doing it on the candle as well. But Blue Lagoon and sorry guys, you see me on my tippy toes real quick. And Midnight Smoke are my two men fragrances. I am, fellas, work with me. I am working on men fragrances like crazy. I am working on finding men fragrances. Something that's gonna burn properly, not be too small. I mean, too strong. I said small. Too strong. But for right now, I do have two properly made right now. So yeah, that's the two that I have right now. I do know someone just asked me about that Home Depot smell car oil, which is crazy because I went and looked while I was ordering oil fragrances. Do you believe they got a candle that smells like mechanic oil? Like, are you serious? Like, I don't want to smell an oil change, but they got it. Someone asked me for it, so I guess my house is gonna be smelling like oil. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. Was just checking out your shop. Oh, thank you, Sue. Yeah, so the new candles that I did, like the breakfast platter and the burger and the Oreos and the weed, I have not got to upload it yet on the website, but it definitely will be on there tomorrow. It definitely will be. If not, when I end live tonight, it will be on there. Yep, so it will definitely be on there. I'm trying to think of what else I can show you guys. So the wax melts that's currently on my website right now too, it'll be a bunch of more added to it because I have way more than that. It's just that's what I listed right now because I have so many of them that I don't want to overwhelm everybody. And some of the wax melts that I have, I don't have a jar made for them yet because they're sold. So, for instance, I'll show you guys really quick. So, like, all of these fragrances and things in this bag are candles that I discontinued or sold out of. So can you imagine every candle in here, every wax melt in here is a different fragrance of 30 jar candles that I do not have. This is a whole brand new set of fragrances from this bag here. So you can only imagine how far I have come. So that's why those are not on the website, because they don't have the jar that matches. So once these are gone, then I will transition over to them. Oh, thank you. We have two more orders. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you for that order. Appreciate you. I got an order. Thank you. Maria, thank you. E, thank you. I see your order too. E, thanks. Appreciate y'all. We got you, Jay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, so that's pretty much. I do have one that smells like laundry. I know a lot of people like laundry. I got one that smells like that. I'm gonna just read the names off for you guys of the jars because I don't want to pull everyone down. And you still can't smell them, so it doesn't make sense. So we have bright raspberry, lemon slice, succulent island, blue lagoon, lavender lilac, cherry blossom, green apple, sunset lemon, mango, mahogany teak, imagine life. And it's crazy. I should know this by heart because I made these names up, right? Peach berry, kitchen spice, midnight smoke, life's a beach, honeysuckle, dry linen, the grand pear, and that's pretty much what's all up here. So I even have like 2-tone and 3-tone candles as well. Sometimes I do marble. If you want your candle marble, you just gotta let me know. But this is one of my 2-tone candles, one of the first jars I made. I love it. It's called Imagine Me. This is the one Nikki Fairley got that she's bragging about. Smells really, really good. Looks really, really well. Green apple sounds good. I love fruity scents. Oh, yes. Green apple, that's amazing. And I really don't like apples. Let me see which one. This is green apples. So it's the lighter green. This is how it looks in person. And it does smell good. You got like a little swirl in there. So just so no one gets mixed up, because I did have a lady order candles last week, and the week before, she received it last week, and she was a little disappointed because she didn't pay attention to the actual website. So she thought she was buying a jar candle for $10. If you go to the website, how the website is, it gives you the option to choose whether you want the 10-ounce candle, not $10 candle, 10-ounce candle, a 3-ounce, or a wax melt. So the wax melts, which will be this guy, these are $10. All wax melts are $10. Every candle has its own wax melt. These guys are $5. Just because they're small and they're only strong enough for one small area. They're not strong enough, and that's another thing I had. They're not strong enough if you're trying to smell a whole room or a whole house. This will not be your candle to buy for that. If you're expecting this little candle to smell out through your house, I don't know what to tell you. It's only a 3-ounce candle. Its range doesn't go that far. But these are a 3-ounce candle. These are a wax melt. This is $5. This is $10. The jar candles are $25. There will never be a jar candle that's higher than $25 unless it was a custom candle and it has a mold involved in it. All the jar fragrances will always be $25. $20 to $25. No more than that. No more, no less. So just so you don't get mixed up, that is a 10-ounce candle, not a $10 candle. Yeah, because that was hard trying to get her to understand that. And man, I like her a lot, but she was pushing my buttons that day. So So yeah, I got these little lovely guys. Can't wait till somebody I might just add a wick to these while we're on live or fairly off live, doesn't matter. But these, I think I'm gonna sell them again. Like I said, how they are is a wax melt, and if I add a wick to them, there'll be a candle. You'll just have to provide your own plate for them to burn them on, or something safe to burn them on so they don't melt all over your stuff. But yeah, got those two. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and get started. Ooh. And just a little fun fact, guys. I start vending. I think it's the mid of June, right before my birthday. I'll start vending, and I'll be going on live during the time that I am venuing to share that experience with you guys. Or if you guys are local, or if you're close by, or if you're traveling, you can always come stop by. But I will keep you guys posted because I am supposed to be starting venuing in June. I know I was supposed to the last past summer, but so much has happened since then. And then on top of it, I had to get my permit to do it, which I did not know that at first. But yeah. So I am currently working on my tent as well for that. Just because I don't like their tent. Like $30 for just a little table. I could just wrap up my table here. It'd be hot. If the kids gonna be out there too, I want like some air conditioner, some cords. So when you come to my tent, my candles ain't just sitting in the heat melting, you know what I'm saying? You come to my tent, you got some air, you can breathe, get out that sun. So that's the goal there. Hopefully it works out just how I envision it. I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys back over here so we can get started. Let's check the poll real quick. Have you liked the live and subscribed? 100%. Okay. Just to give us some more space. And guys, I do plan on changing up this table. Just move some of this stuff out of the way. So right now, all I'm doing is taking out our hard pillar wax from yesterday that we made our grinder with, and the one that I used the Wu-Tang board with. So I just melted that down a little bit, took it out, just because I'm switching up the wax that I'm getting ready to use for card our card candle. So I'm switching back out to our softer wax. So again, for our softer wax, the temperature for my soy wax is only supposed to be 160 degrees, no higher, no less. So I'm fairly turning it on 160 degrees right now. Unlike that, I have to turn it on 400 degrees, so it does get really, really hot. The thing that I love most about the soft wax, soy wax, it's easy to work with. It's easy to pick up even when it's spilled out everywhere. It's easy to clean up too. And most of the time, all it takes is for you to just heat up your tools and it cleans it right up, and then pour the excess wax into a mold and load it. So I do fairly store my. Someone did ask me what I do with all my leftover wax. I just store it. I got a big bin where I store all my extra wax at. So basically, what I would do is, as you guys can see, I'll store it. So like as you can see, all the candles that I've made before, some of them have fragrances, like this have fragrance. Most of these have fragrances. So these are from candles that I've already used with fragrances. And some of them are just plain. So like say if I needed something and I needed to be a bright yellow like this, and I don't want to go through using my dye and wax, take this, melt it down, reuse it for whatever I need it for. If I need to add some fragrance to it, I'll add fragrance to it. It's just the way that I've been managing my product my spinning, and it all just makes sense. So throw it in this big old bucket here. As you can see, I got old chess pieces in here, which this one came out really, really good. For our chessboard candle. These were the original chessboard pieces. As you can see, they were a little bit thicker, more detailed, bigger. But the mold that they came in was a lot harder to make, or to get them out without breaking them. As you can see, like our king and queen, this is how they were coming out because they had fairly more detail. So that's what encouraged me to change the mold on those. But if it would have worked out how I planned, it would have been great. But unfortunately, I had to customly get my chessboard pieces made, the mold made for me. But these were the original molds that I brought in Amazon, and they didn't quite work as well as I thought. As you can see, this one, it's still kind of stuck in here, and I haven't been able to get it out ever since I molded it. So yeah. So sometimes if I can't buy a mold fairly from me just finding it, sometimes I'm coming out of pocket to get the mold made. It's a nice lady who she makes molds on Etsy. She has a shop out in California. Again, like I said, I'm meeting so many people out in California. I'm starting to think that's where I belong. And she fairly makes molds, and she definitely has made a bunch of the molds that I have here for you guys. So yeah, I normally I don't know what it is with the letters, but I mold all my extra wax in the letter. And then I melt it down later whenever I feel like I need it. Sometimes when you get that yucky wax changing between colors like this, sometimes instead of throwing that away, I'll mold it, because you never know when you have to make a candle that looks like it got mold or like Halloween effect and stuff. So I keep those. I don't throw those away either, because you never know when you can take something and make art out of it. So I keep it. So to answer that question, that's what I do with all my leftover excess wax. But over the time doing this, I have gotten fairly better at it, managing my products, knowing exactly how much I need. So I haven't had to do that. But if I ever find myself where I made too much of a color or product, that's exactly what I do with it. So just giving this one more second, it's almost done. Just to show you how this is coming out so far. This is how it's coming out. All I gotta do is pour the white on it. So that's pretty much what I'm doing now. Waiting for that. Yet. This is like wax too. So while I'm waiting on that, it's gonna take a few more minutes. I'm gonna actually start wicking our candle and show how I do my frosting and my sprinkles on it. So right now what I'm doing is you're just seeing me level out just because this won't be the only pancake. I do plan on adding 2 or 3 more on there. Just trying to level out to make sure. So that way when I do put all 3 pancakes on there and then I go ahead and drip the syrup on it, I know exactly where my placement is. I am adding syrup to the pancake candle, so the pictures online that's going to be posted online will fairly change and be updated as I go along. That's still getting wet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly what I said. And again, I do plan on adding like shelves and stuff around in the area as well, just so it's easier for me to get to stuff again while I am on live with you guys. So I'm not doing too much moving around and in and out of the camera. And that way it keeps my personal life separate from the business itself because I am using my personal space for both, but just so that everything is still safe for my little one as well. Um, that's why my space keeps changing up. Try to keep it as safe as possible and still keep it strictly home, feeling like home, than just a messy area or business. I do plan on like probably moving eventually and getting a bigger space, living space as that, but right now we're just working with what we got. But I am gonna add a burner here as well. I'm just heating up my needle. Right now I'm just looking to see where I want the wick to go. Which this is bothering me for some reason, so I'm just, now that my needle is hot, I'm just gonna rub where it's supposed to be like this fine line at. I'm just gonna go over it to make it finer so it stands out a little bit, because I definitely want the swirl to show once I do the sprinkles. Just gonna be very careful not to go too deep, but just to define that line while my needle's hot. Which is gonna make it stand out and give it that more realistic look than if I was to just go as it was. And guys, don't worry. I am fairly getting my other device as well, so that way we can go back to a two-tone screen. Two screen. So that way there's one close-up showing exactly what I'm doing, and then one that's showing everything on camera. So I am gonna go back to the two-tone screen as well. And I did get a second one just so that way on TikTok I can start streaming the same way for you guys as well. But my biggest goal is to get my big equipment, which is just one big equipment that lets me stream on all 4 platforms at once. It puts the chat from all 4 platforms in one. It gives me the ability to read the chat from one big screen, and it gives me 3 different angles to shoot. So I'm waiting for that, but that fairly costs like $1,000 and something dollars, which I don't mind because it's definitely worth it. And I've been currently saving up for that as well. I do know Amazon has one of them available for like $900. So, and I'll get up and come show a closer detail to it defining the detail on here. It's just giving the detail more of a depth look. So all it did was give it a more definition look. So can you guys tell the difference in the swirl? So then when I go to drop the sprinkles, it'll look more realistic. As you can see, that little bit, that kind of heightened the swirl on it. So I'm gonna wick it, and then I'm gonna give you guys the option between which sprinkle to drop on it, as I got a bunch of sprinkles as well, which might blow your mind because they're not real sprinkles. I probably shouldn't have told you that. I should have probably let you guys guess it. But those are handmade sprinkles as well. Which, if you guys want a video, a future video of me showing how I did that, I could do that as well. So once it's wet, this is how it looks. Fairly, I did that so it'd just be easier for me to stick the wick through. Okay, this is the appropriate one to have. So what I'm doing now, just because I actually had to wick this and I didn't make it while I was loading, so that it would stick. I am thickening out my wick right now, so it does not, loosen up. And there goes our cookie. So now you can definitely see the definition. Now that I did that on our cookie, now that it's heated up and it's wet, now you can see what I was talking about with that swirl. It's kind of looking like a rose a little bit. Now you can see the definition of that swirl in them that I did. So now I'm gonna let you guys pick the sprinkles, heat it up, drop some sprinkles on it, and it will be done. I'm gonna grab the sprinkles for you. Got a nice little selection of sprinkles. This one I call it Jamaican mix. I don't know why. Jamaican party mix. So we have this one. Honestly, I don't think this one would look too good on that cookie. But hey, we have the light pink and whites. Light pink white. We got some orange. We got some green. We got some white. I know I'm terrible, guys. We got red. We got blue. And I stole these containers from my job. We have blue, not the job that I'm working at, though, my old job. We have, which was tops. We have some, I don't know what this is. It's like another party one. It got pink, blue, green, yellow. I don't know. We got that one. Then we have this one. This is like famous for, ooh, I didn't think of that. I could do like a banana split. That would be nice. We got some gel wax here. Not enough, but. And we have some chocolate ones. So I don't know which sprinkle you guys want to use. But if you let me know. Drop it down below. Of which ones. I could definitely put them on there for you guys. If you guys are still there. Hey E, how you doing? Great, how are you? Doing great. So E, what I'm doing right now, I'm waiting for someone to pick a color sprinkle to add to that pink cookie back there. So we have this, the blue. We have this here, blue mix. I don't know what to call it. We got chocolate. We got a lot of sprinkles here. We have this one. Oh, Nikki V's online. We got red. We have white. We have green, orange. This is like a pink and white mix. And then we have, I call this Jamaican party mix. So I'm waiting for someone to pick a color sprinkle. I like the white or the colorful. Which colorful? We have like 3 different colorfuls. So we have this blue one with the pink and yellow and stuff. We have this one. So 1, 2, or 3. This one or this one? 1. 1. Okay. Alrighty. That's the one. Again, this is why the storage bin comes in very handy for me. This is how I keep in order with everything. Okay. And the lady that makes the mold, it's called Me Mold You Make. That's her shop. She's out in Cali, so Georgina, that's her name, Georgina. Pretty much what I'm gonna do is, where did it go? I like to push out my I heard you talking about the screen you want to buy so you can go live on all platforms. That's that sounds cool. Oh yeah, yeah. It is. It's really nice. It's just expensive. So I've been fairly saving up on it. I know when I first started, if you look back at some of my videos, especially when I was streaming on Facebook, when I first tried to stream on Facebook to build the confidence to come up here. Once I had 50 likes, I fairly I was just streaming from my phone, which used to fall a lot. That used to aggravate me a lot. And then I seen on certain channels like people had streaming posts, and I just fairly went to Amazon and got like some lights and posts. But then I came across that one, which was extremely expensive. I mean, at the time, it was sales and stuff like Black Friday, Christmas sales and stuff going on, but it still was too steep. And my mind was more focused on making sure my kids can have a Christmas, being that we've been in the shelter and they weren't able to really enjoy certain holidays and stuff, and they missed the Christmas and birthday. So I put it on the back burner really, and now it fairly went up from like $900 to like 1,000 something. So I'm just saving up for it. I feel like I've been doing pretty good with what I'm doing right now. It's just now I feel like it's a time to really buckle down and invest in it, just because my laptop screen for some reason it broke. My lamp over here picks and chooses when it wants to go in and out. So right now I feel like it's the best time to invest in it. So this is actually starting to mold, so I can't really move these sprinkles around too much. Yeah, they're starting to mold. So just doing a blow test. I blow when I add sprinkles. I try to do a blow test just to make sure like nothing's gonna fall off, move out of place. I try to do a flick test sometimes. Once nothing's moving, once you put it upside down, nothing's moving off, then you know that it's set. So this is fairly how our cookie looks now. Looks pretty damn good. Looks like a good cookie. You guys see that? Oh yeah, I see it on the screen. So that looks amazing. It does. It looks almost good enough to eat. I keep looking at it. So yeah, that's pretty much our candle. And I feel like it really will come to life once we add fragrance to it. I did find a sugar cookie fragrance, so that's gonna be fun. I can't wait. The house is gonna smell like sugar cookie. Oh God, everybody's live right now. Dino's live, Nikki's live, Enzo is live. So yeah. I keep saying that too. Yum. Yeah, it is. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like sometimes I have no clue how something's gonna turn out. So when I'm live doing this, it's exciting for me too, because each time you do something, you either get better or it doesn't come out right. So each time that I'm doing this, I have no clue if it's gonna come out or how it's gonna come out. So just like the first time I did the weed brownies, it did not come out right. It's a little disappointing, but I never quit until I get the satisfied look that I'm going for. And now we have this. So which looks like a 3D effect as well. You got like it really looks like a weed brownie. Like somebody take this, you know they're gonna be high on life. So this is our weed brownie. One of them. And guys, for everyone who kept asking me about the 420 candles, are they gonna smell like cannabis? Are they gonna smell like skunk? I didn't go with the skunk idea. Listen, I love you guys, but I do not want my house smelling like skunk if it does not have to. So I did find a cannabis oil. So to answer you guys' question, will it smell like cannabis? It will smell like cannabis, but it will not smell like skunk. I'm not a big fan of that idea. So it won't smell like skunk. all smell like stuff. But there go our sugar cookie idea. We'll sit in here just for the people that's popping in and out of our live, so I don't have to keep backtracking. We'll sit in here for them to see it. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty well. So now, what is the next thing you guys want to see? I can either add the wick to the pancake and butter and the sausages now, or I can add the wick to our grinder and add our weed particles to our weed shavings to the grinder. I am going to pour this low in the other mode right now, and then unfortunately I'll have to let it sit. I don't know what you want to see next, or if it doesn't matter, I'll just proceed. The shavings to the grinder. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I had to adjust myself. So the shaving to the grinder. So I don't know which one is our top. I think this is our bottom part. I keep saying this is our top. And I think this was our top. So I think you were supposed to be able to close it. Oh wow, guys. See? I get excited too. You actually can close your grinder and open it up. I really don't want to do that. So I think when I stage our grinder, again, I am going to go back and add color to the grinders. It won't be white, but I am going to post it on the website white. So I think when I stage it on our platter, if we get the whole weed platter, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the option where you can get the whole platter. And then I'm going to do an option where you can get each candle individually. So you either get the brownies, the weed bud, or you would get, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm still stuffed up, guys. Or you would get Bob Marley, etc. Or you can mix it up by them separately, whatever the case might be. But when I do stage this for our platter, I think I'm just going to do something like this. So I might melt these two together just so it can display itself and sit up. And then I'll probably have some like weed shavings in there. So for me to add weed shavings, I think first I want to wick it, which I want to be super careful with. Sorry, wrong one. So I believe I want to wick it first. Shout out to my mom for donating these awesome tools here. It's definitely a lifesaver when it comes to creating a wick. So that way I'm not punching a hole through all my molds just to wick the candle and then sticking the wick, which was a longer process. This definitely saved time. So thank you. Shout out, Mom, for the donation. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention again in this video on the website. Hey Nish, how you doing? On the website, we also have a page where you can do donations. So you can even enter to be on the donation wall to show that you made a donation. If you don't and you want to keep confidential, that is okay too. Okay, we're back. So we do have a donation page on our website. So if you don't buy a candle, you can still donate whatever you want. Just for us to update our equipment, our product, anything basically. Just basically, it's a donation to the business. You can donate molds. You can donate money so we can buy more molds. Whatever you donate, it goes into the business and helping the business with our growth. We do not push it. It's not recommended, but it is an option. And I think since I've opened up the donation page, I think I've had about 2 or 3 different donations. And I think 2 out of the 3 were my sisters. So it was like one was my older sister, one was one of my younger sisters. Unfortunately, I was blessed with 4 sisters. My oldest sister and then my younger 3 sisters. I'm the middle child out of everybody. So after me, there's 2 sets of twins. There's a boy and a girl, and then two identical twin girls after them. And then it's my 2 brothers and my older sister that's above me. So yeah. Do you have what is that? I want to say that you said a catalog, but I can't see. Can you rewrite that question? I know you're asking me a question. I can't quite see. If you could write it in all caps so I can see, thank you. Cash App. Do I have Cash App? Yes. So my Cash App is Coco0623. Wait, E. What's the Cash App for? An order? I gotta know what it's for. Donation. Oh wow, thank you. Yes. Okay, yes. So my Cash App is Coco0623. Perfect. Yes. So what I was doing right there was pushing our wick all the way to through in hopes of not breaking the actual candle, which I succeeded. So now that I have it in there, this is what it looks like, which is our top part of our grinder. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know, I'm debating. Should I add the weed particles inside of the bottom part? Should I add it in the top part? Or should I do it, think more realistically for it to look more realistic? I should probably do it in both, right? Drop it in both. Because like you do the grinder, break up your weed. It probably will be in both parts, right? Residue will be in both parts, right? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling. Yes. Both. Okay, okay. So I'm on the right idea. I'm on the right idea. Ooh, I just got my finger. Ooh. So for this particular one, I want to get it right. I want to get it right in the middle, but I'm scared to do it from behind and get it perfect. So I'm just gonna make a starter hole from the front. I ain't gonna push too far so I don't break the candle. Just so I can see in the back where I put the hole at, so I would know it's exactly in the middle. Because of how that part of the grinder is, I'm gonna heat up my needle real quick. And I try to be very careful of that hot air gun because it done burnt me all the way down to the white meat a good couple times. If you look at my arms, you might see a couple burnt marks. Yeah, I definitely done brushed against that, forgetting it was there a couple times or it fell back on me. Which was not fun at all. Okay, so for some reason this particular wick is not trying to go through. So I don't know if it's the wick itself or if it's the hole. So I'm gonna try making the pushing my needle a little, just a little bit, because I don't want it to be too loose. Just a little bit more farther through to open up the hole. If that doesn't work, it's the wick. So I'm gonna melt the top of the wick, not long enough for it to light. I do want to say that because I don't want someone to tempt it. And then, whew, I don't want them to attempt it and then turn around and it lights on them and now you got a whole fire in your face. Just long enough to get that first coating of wax down so you can push it through. And another thing, just because this is a pillar wax candle, I got a pillar wax um, wick. Different feel, different touch, different burn from my soy wax wicks that I make. So there is two different wicks that I do have. I don't normally use my pillar wax wicks because I rarely use this. But for this particular candle, because I use the pillar wax candle and not the soy candle, I need the pillar wax wick. Which the wick is harder wax around the wick as well, just like you can tell the difference. Here we go. So I think this is ready for us, guys. So what I'm gonna do is, all I'm doing with this is just filling up our mold here, which is fairly hot, so hopefully it doesn't bead our black that's cool already. I'm just gonna hurry up and pour it and let it mold. It might spill out because this is a thin mold, and that's fine. Again, this wax is easy to work with and clean up even when it spills. Believe it or not, I done found myself working real late one night, really, really exhausted, still trying to be committed to getting the task done. Walked away to get some sleep, forgot to even turn the pot off, and all the wax was wasting everywhere. By the time I realized it was too late. Wax was already all everywhere. I finally turned off the pot, but the wax was easy to pick up because once it dries, it's really, really easy to even pick up. So it looked like a big mess, but it ended up not being a mess at all. And it was easy to clean up. Just pick it up, pick the pieces up, and threw them right back in here, and it swept up the pieces that I couldn't. That ended up being really, really satisfying. That's another reason why I actually like it, which could have been a bigger problem. I'm just glad at the time when I did it, my little one was nowhere around, was knocked out. But yeah, I don't want to do that ever again though. But since that's even happened, we got gates around, so there's a gate now even blocking off the kitchen to keep him in certain areas. So we're just gonna move this over. That's molding. When that's done molding, I will fairly reveal it. That looks good. I hope I did. Don't think I did. It looks good. So now I'm just a little bit. I'm just gonna heat it up. You don't want to put too much heat on it, and then you lose your grinder look, or you even mess up the grinder itself. You just want to heat it up just a tad, just till you see like a little bit of wax, wet wax, so it looks wet and shiny. Once it looks like that and you achieve that look, you want to stop. if you ever find yourself heating up your candle and your wick falls over like that, it's okay. It just means that the heat had got to the wick and the wick reacted to the wax fall melting. That's all that means. Which is fun. Like again, like I said, wax is fun to work with because even in that case when that happened, your first instance would be, oh, is that gonna affect how it burns? Is the wax missing? Would it burn? It's actually not because all it did was make the wax drip down. It's still wax on it. So when you go to burn your wick, the wax is going to drip down on it and it's still going to burn. Like as you can see, when it hardens back up after being wet, it's going to stand back up in its form. So, which would have been a great question, but I figured to answer it anyway. So yeah, our wick is now standing back up as it forms. So. That will never be a problem unless you left it on there a little too much and the wax coating is completely gone. Then yeah, I don't think you have a problem with it. But the only thing that I could say will possibly happen is you will actually ignite the wick itself, and you'll just probably have a fire. So the higher I drop the weed particles from the actual grinder, the more I'm in control of how much I'm dropping, which will give it, and where I'm dropping, which will give it literally that residue look. Because you know with that residue look, it's not like you have a lot. It's more like crumbs. Sad I know a lot, right? For someone who doesn't smoke. So as it is molding, so from here, all we're doing is waiting on it to mold to where it's more thicker. But this is what we got. Perfect. Right. You don't want to put too much because then it wouldn't give a residue look. But again, guys, the grinder won't be solid white. I'm gonna upload it like that, but it's not. I want to change it to like a silver or black. I mean, on the website, I don't know. You guys can have the option to change your grinder to whatever color, but I just wanted for display. I wanted to make a black or silver one. And then the more I experiment with the mode, I'll probably add characters to them as well. But for now, until I get a little bit more familiar with working with it, it's just going to be a plain color grinder. Before you go to sleep, check your Cash App just to make sure I sent to the right person. Oh, God. Hold on now. All right, guys, give me 1 second. Thank you for the thank you for the $100 donation. I appreciate you. I have to go to sleep soon. I'll love to stay, but it's 3 a.m. and I have to be up in 3 hours. Oh, go ahead, go to sleep. I know there's a different time zone for certain people, and I do know it is 3:15 here. I'm actually pretty much done with everything. I'm just finishing up that mode, and I'm gonna wick the last 2 candles, and I'm out for the night too, guys. And I'll come on back in the morning and probably do some more modes with you guys. But yeah, go ahead and get some sleep. Sleep is important. If you got to be up in 3 hours, please don't let me keep you. And I appreciate that dono. I really do. Thank you. God bless you too. Have a great night. Oh, that was sweet of E. So yeah, guys, the rest of you guys, this is how our grinder is. This is how it came out. And when I do add color to the grinder, I will come back on live and show you guys exactly how it looked and came out. So that's our grinder. Added here for people just coming in, so you can see as well. Which the grinder is the only thing in the 420 collection outside of the bung and the pills that I have not took a picture of. So I would do photo shoot of that as well and get that out. You guys give me 1 second. Sorry guys, had to do a bathroom break. I am back. I think I'm gonna brew me some tea in a minute. Sound very stuffed up. So I am back. I'm back, guys. I am back. So I'm just gonna turn off my pot, being that The last thing I'm doing for tonight is wicking these two last candles. And then guys, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. So with the pancake candle, because it is going to be something added to it, like a couple more pancakes, that's going to be the first thing I put on my wick. Will be the pancake, just because it's not going to be the only pancake. So I do want to make sure I have to clean this area tomorrow. So in this case right now, this wick is giving me a hard time. What I love about making your own wick or having a wick cutter, I can easily cut it off and then go ahead and attempt to put my wicks that are in. Now I normally don't use this to clamp my wick, but for me lately it seems to be helping me. The tool that I did have, unfortunately, it fell behind my kitchen refrigerator, and it's really heavy for me to even move out and try to like move it so I can get to it. So I just left it there. So I just find another alternative to be able to work. Maybe a little ghetto, but it works for me because I'm not moving that refrigerator by myself, and I can't get back there. No, no matter how badly I want to, I can't get back there. So that is how our pancake looks once it's added to our wick. The bottom fortunately looks like this. We're going to try to add a couple more pancakes to it. But for now, I'm going to add my butter. Yeah, and I think it's almost time to call it quits anyway. The wax is actually starting to get to my skin. So that's how our butter and our pancake came out. I won't melt the butter to stick it exactly to this pancake just yet, just because I'm not sure right now if this is gonna be our top pancake or our bottom or in the middle, somewhere in between for right now. So for right now, I'm just sticking it on here fairly on the wick. I'm not going to cut the wick yet. Again, as I have to add to it. Sorry, I was listening out for my son. I thought I heard him. Um, Fairly, yeah, I'm just not going to do anything to it until I know for sure. So that's our pancake one. Now, as far as the sausages, I'm trying to debate if I want them to crisscross each other, stand up, like how I want to actually stage it. So I don't want to make the mistake, like if I wanted to have it kind of like this, in a sense, because then in that case, I might have to stick another wick through here. I feel like that would be the most professional way to do it, and have it stick through some way through both of them, or have it where it goes through both of them. I don't know. If that's the case, I might have to just stage it like this. Again, I don't know. Do I want the wick to go through? So it's pretty much playing around. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wick both of them for now. And then if I change my mind, it will already have a hole for me to go ahead and stick a wick through if I'm gonna add it on top of the paper or through the paper. But it'll already be wicked for now. I'm actually gonna make me some tea in my throat and start to feel a little scratchy. Okay, so that did not work how I wanted it to. But in this case, as you can see, it snapped it in half, which is not a big deal. It's an easy fix. So anytime you find that your candle, like if you was even in some cases like fishing with flames, he brought our chessboard candle, but on the way of it getting to him during shipping, it broke in half. So when he revealed it and he opened it up, it was already snapped in half. In that case, if you ever find that happening, I don't know, you might not have a heat gun on you, but if you do have a heat gun, a lighter, anything really quick, all you would do is just heat both of the parts of the candle that broke up until it's, I'm sorry, I'm so, my chest. Heat both of the sides of the candles that broke up till they're wet. You don't need it to be super melt down or anything. Just enough where it's moist and wet. And then you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna stick and hold for about a good 10 seconds. 10 to 20 seconds. That's all you really need. Hold it in place. Once you count it to 10 or 20, sometimes depending on the type of mold or how big it is. In Flame's case with the board, you might have to do it for about a minute, maybe two, the most. If you want to be very cautious, I will hold it for about 5 minutes. Um, Once you see like it's not moving, you can move it around without it sliding or falling off. What you want to then do, you want to sit it down flat, which in my case it just came apart. So I'm just going to repeat that process again until it's thick. again, I'm going to hold it. Let it stick. Now I'm going to sit it down. Let it dry a little bit so it stick together. And then I want to take my finger and rub the cracked parts that I just stuck together. I'm going to rub it together. Like rub the waxing. I'm going to rub the outer side. So you want to rub it. If it's dry and you can't rub it, but you know it's not stuck together, you want to go around it. And you want to just melt that area on the candle. And then you want to take your finger and rub it. I'm going to come closer so you guys can see. You just want to rub it. As you can see the line, it'll start disappearing. You want to rub it. And as you can see, it's starting to disappear. You want to press a little bit, not up too much of pressure, because again, you're still getting it to form together. So you want to mold it back in. See, as you can see, it's starting to form back as to one as nothing ever happened. So you want to mold it, push, 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 push it in, mold it in. And it might take a couple tries, more than one. It might take a little time, depending on what it is. Sometimes it snaps right back. And now at this point, it's dry. I can feel it. I can tell that it's solid. It's not going to go anywhere. I don't want to mess with it right away at this point. To give it some strength, what I want to do is I want to sit it down, let it dry overnight before I mess with it again. And then you guys are going to see me do it. I'm going to pick it up. You should be able to move it around, play with it. It shouldn't fall off or anything. You want to sit it down, let it dry overnight, and then you want to go ahead and repeat that process, but lighter than what you did this time. And then you'll have a sturdy candle all over again, look brand new, like nothing ever happened. You wouldn't have bleeding of your color, it wouldn't fade, it won't mess up the candle itself. And just to show you an example, just like nothing ever happened. Because that happened, I am turning it away into tomorrow. Just because I have to wait for it to mold all over again. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to re-wick it. That was actually my fault. My needle wasn't as hot as I thought it was. So when I went to push it through, it forced the candle to break. So that was actually a default on me. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today. I'm actually getting ready to go. Join me tomorrow morning live for for some new and different modes. But this is the website. This is my business card. You guys can see it. On the back, it does tell you all the social media platforms I'm on. And trust me, everybody gets a business card when they order from me as well. So before we head out, I'm just going to show you how everything looked. This is how our cookie came out once we added sprinkles to it. Our grinder, once we added weed shavings to it. And I just learned we can also close up our grinder. I'm going to try to attempt tomorrow the small grinder again, as that did break on me. As you can see, so we had a big grinder and we had the small grinder. You have the option of both on the website as well. This is how our pancake and butter came out. Once it got molded and wicked. And then I will also go live before packaging our pineapple margarita candle. I will go live to re-show you guys how I created that salt around the rim, as he did order our pineapple margarita candle. I'm going to get started on some orders before I go ahead and call it the night. And I will see you guys tomorrow in the morning, or in some cases, the afternoon. If you haven't already, please double tap your screen, subscribe if you are new here. And I'm out.